Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 5th update for the Pan of Green Gables project for 2022. So this is a Pantastic Ladies project. It runs from mid-February to mid-October, I think, and it was created by Anna, and it's based off the famous, I'm assuming it's famous, Anne of Green Gables series by Lucy Maud Montgomery, which is a Canadian author, Canadian book. I'm a Canadian, my name is Anne. Match made in heaven. So there are 8 prompts in this that represent the 8 books in the series, and I'm just taking this project fairly casually, unlike my regular project pan where I'm like taking photos of everything. I am taking weights of things, but I'm not really trying to finish stuff. I'm just kind of using things like 20 uses here and there and rotating through my collection. So let's get into the products. The first prompt is Hair as Red as Carrots, Something Red or Orange, and I picked this Revlon Lip Butter in Wild Watermelon. I feel like I'm probably the only one that still has a lip butter that's alive. We're getting there, so this is a product I am trying to finish. It's getting pretty tiny. I aim to finish this over the next 2 months. I think I can finish this by September. That's kind of the goal. I feel like summertime. I've been trying to really focus on this. It is a bit tricky because it is so bright. I don't know. It's just me, but sometimes when I'm using a product like this that's really bright and it's very emollient, so it moves around, I must touch my face and not realize it, because there'll be times where it's like I have this on and I've been doing stuff and then I go and look in the mirror and it's like I've got like a Joker thing going on. Like, oh. So I just have to be careful when I use products like this. But I am enjoying using this more. I've talked about this at the beginning, that this was really tricky for me to use when I started this in the project, but we're in the season where this is definitely working out for me. And I've also discovered that I prefer to pull the pink side of this out more than the orange side of it out with like a pink lip liner. So last month this was 22.25 grams. It's now 22.03 grams. That's a difference of 0.22 grams. Prompt number 2 is the Lake of Shining Water, Something Shiny, and I picked this Stila Magnificent Metals Eyeshadow in Kitten, and I recorded that I want to use this 20 times. I kind of haven't really been using this. I've just been like, because I'm using my Pan That palette and palettes like in that project, I just don't want to throw this on to like change that look before I try and do like a photo in the mornings. Like I'm wearing the Colourpop Tender Love and Cancer right now, so I took a photo this morning of this eye look. But what I sometimes do then is later on in the day or after I've taken that photo then add this. I've just kind of forgot about it, to be honest. So I'm not sure what my number was last month, but I've used it 13 times so far. And again, I'm trying to use it 20 times, so I have 7 more uses to go. I have hit pan on this, so I hit pan on this I think 2 updates ago. That thing in the middle, that's pan. Yay. I'm not planning on finishing this at any point, but this could come up in a future project to finish. I think it's going to be tricky to finish. So the reason why I'm saying that is I'm looking at the weights. There's no weight change on this. Like I use so little of the product. I just sort of use it as like a topper because it is intense. Why don't I do a swatch? Let's do some swatches. I don't do a whole lot of fun stuff in this video, I feel like. So here's a swatch of this. It's sort of like, it's very textured and like chunky. It's really cool. Like it's way too intense for a face highlighter. And it does like, it's kind of like a wet feeling product, but I feel like it does stay on pretty good. The one issue I have is because my eyelids like are heavy, that a lot of like stuff, if I put it on my lid, it transfers up here sometimes. That's the only thing that's a bit tricky with this product. But yeah, the weight hasn't changed. It was 8.43, it's still 8.43. And overall the weight has only changed 0.02, and I've had this in for like 4 months already. Okay, lid. There we go. So that's prompt number 2. Prompt number 3 is Broken Slate, Something Broken or Damaged, and I picked this Colourpop Crème Gel Liner in Get Paid. I don't think I've used this at all since the last update. If I did, I used it once. I completely forgot about this. This is all I have left. I have like the tiniest little amount left. There was multiple pieces that all kind of broke out. I think that's the last piece that's there. Yeah, I just entirely forgot about this, so I need to get using it again. I think I've said this before, that at the end of this year this product is going. I will be done with it no matter how much I use. If I finish it, great. If I don't, which I don't see myself finishing it because I'm like barely using it. it's fine, but it's old and it's got to go. So yeah, this had no weight change either. It was 4.21 grams, still 4.21 grams, so difference of 0. Prompt number 4 is Gilbert Blythe, something with a word starting with G, and I picked the Essence Get Big Lashes. This is the 333 Black Mascara. The more I use this, the more I like it. I'm not wearing it today. I like that it is like a natural bristle brush. I feel like as it's dried out, it's gotten a little bit better, a little bit more volumizing. I prefer a more volumizing mascara. I'm currently wearing the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I have a mascara review eventually coming out. Might be October, it might be August, maybe September. I'm just thinking about like my month in August, and it's going to be a bit crazy in terms of outside YouTube. So not crazy, just I got a lot of things, so it's hard to sit down and focus on that kind of a project. I might just end up getting all the planning done and filming it and having it ready by September. Anyway, you don't care about that. I'm going to keep this in the project though. I said I was going to have this in for 3 months. I'm feeling lazy. I can't think of what I want to replace this with, so I'm just going to keep it in. I feel like it's still useful and still good, so I'm going to keep working with it. So last month this was 23.2 grams. It's now 23.03 grams. That's a difference of 0.17 grams. Prompt number 5 is puff sleeves, something bulky or excessive, and I picked the Ofra highlighter in Start Inspired, and my goal is to use it 20 times. I have used it 20 times. It's not going to look like there's much usage. I can tell actually looking at it though that it is, like the pan has sort of like little divots in it now. It's not like perfectly smooth, but I mean these products, this is from the Samantha March collection, they're all so pigmented. The blush, the highlighter, and the bronzer are super pigmented. I almost find like this, for my taste at the moment, it's almost a little too much. It's a pretty intense highlighter. If you really like a blingy highlighter, Ofra highlighters are there. So last month this was 89.16. It's now 88.97. So that's a difference of 0.19. And for whatever reason, the first month I had this in, there was no weight change. So that's the total weight change in this, 0.19. I am going to roll this out and I'm going to roll in something new, which I'll talk about at the end. Prompt number 6 is Green Gables, something green, and I've picked this Aqua XL pencil in 12L. Yes, it's not green, it's like teal green, but works for me. My goal is to finish this. I'm getting down, like it's getting pretty small now, and it's difficult to sharpen this because the bottom is separate from the pencil now, so I can twist the bottom on its own. So that's going to become a challenge. I haven't used this a whole lot. I think I used it a handful of times, but I did need to sharpen it, so that does change the weight on this. Last month it was 2.57 grams. It's now 2.48 grams, so that's a difference of 0.09 grams. Prompt number 7 is something sweet, and I picked this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Strawberry Milk, and again, I was going to use this for, I actually had a question mark because I wasn't sure how many times I was going to use this. I decided 20. I used it 20 times. So again, this is another item I'm going to roll out. I contemplated keeping it in the project, but I'm just kind of bored with it. So I want to roll it out and try something else for this category for at least a little while. I might roll this back in. I did find something else in my collection that fits this category, at least sort of, for me. So I might pick that other item instead. But anyway, other than the item that I'm going to put in, which I'll talk about at the end. So yeah, I'm rolling this guy out. Last month this was 14.19. It's now 14 grams. That's a difference of 0.19 grams. In total I used 0.51 grams. Again, I haven't been taking photos of this, so I have no idea. Maybe I have a screenshot of when I first, if I have a screenshot from when I first put this in, I'll put it beside and maybe we can see a difference potentially with the lettering. I'm not sure. Again, I didn't use it a whole lot. I probably only sharpened it like 3 or 4 times between, like, for the 20 uses. But anyway, I do like this product. I don't love this one though. I have the white one and the black one. I feel like this one just doesn't serve a great purpose for me. I feel like it's a little too emollient as an eyeshadow on its own. I was just more or less using it as a base. It works as a sort of base for highlighter, which for me that's really good. So I have a lot of highlighters that are sort of yellowy, and I'm more cool tone and I prefer like a pinker, cooler tone highlight. So this kind of helps with that. So that was one of the ways I was using this. It's also a good like inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight if you want to use it that way too. And prompt number 8 is Marilla Cuthbert, and it's a creamer liquid product with hard packaging. And I picked this Merit blush in the shade Beverly Hills. I think this is Beverly Hills. Yeah, this is Beverly Hills. My goal is to use this 20 times. I've used it 14 times. I have 6 more uses to go on this. I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job on this. I'm gonna actually show you what it looks like compared to, I have the Cheeky highlight, which I haven't used. It's not brand new, but I haven't used as much, and you'll be able to see the actual difference on the little nubbin. So I think you can see the one Cheeky, the one I haven't been using, is a little rounder, and I've sort of worn it down on the Beverly Hills side. Sorry, focus, camera, focus. Aren't they so cute though? I just love the packaging of these. They're just so cute. I really like the product too. I think it's a really nice product. It doesn't stay all day, although no blush stays all day on me except for the Quo cream blush or liquid blush. But it does stay pretty well on me. I think it's a nice color. And yeah, I like this product. I like the packaging. Happy with it. So last month, I introduced this last month, and it was 24.14 grams. It's now 23.96 grams. So that's a difference of 0.18 grams. Okay, so since I finished, or I'm rolling out the Ofra highlighter in Start Inspired, I said at the beginning that I was just gonna go through the Ofra products, so like the bronzer, the highlighter, and the blush. Because I already have a blush in this project, and I already have a blush in my regular project pan, I'm not going to roll in the Ofra blush right now. I've decided to pick this. This is the Too Faced Natural Lust Bronzer. I never use this, to be honest. It's still looking, I have used it, but still looking pretty pristine. I actually don't have this stored in my makeup drawer with my other bronzers. This actually sits out in my everyday makeup area, but it just sort of sits at the bottom of the stack of things. I've always said that like I was gonna put up a shelf to put some like the nicer, prettier stuff like this, and I just never did. So this just sits out because it's kind of big. So that's why I picked this, because it's bulky and excessive compared to my other bronzers. It is quite large. And I do recall using this. It's very hard pressed. So I've written down 12 uses. I already have 2 other bronzers in my other projects. So a third bronzer, like, I mean, I love bronzer, but like we're kind of hitting our max on bronzer. So 12 uses I think is fine. Kind of gets me over the next, if I use this over 2 months, I'll be fine with that. If I do 12 uses in 1 month, you know, that's fine too, but I don't see myself doing that. 12 uses over the next couple months is fine for me for this item. And because I'm rolling out the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Strawberry Milk for the prompt number 7, which is Matthew Cuthbert, Something Sweet, I'm actually rolling in this item, which I don't normally do. This is a fragrance. I've talked about this in the past, that I have had fragrance in projects before. I get sick of fragrances very easily. I need to rotate through them, but I've already decided that this is pretty much going to be my summer fragrance. This is the Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist in Summer Melody, and the notes on this are Golden Honeydew and Bronze Vanilla. I love this. I'm just going to spray this on now. Yeah. Whew. Don't sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I really love this scent. It's got that melon. If you like cucumber melon, you'll probably like this. It's got that melon scent, but then it's got the sweetness of the vanilla, and it's a warmer vanilla. Yes, thank you for honking. We all hear you. Oh, traffic. Yeah, I just really like this scent. I do have a few other fragrances, so I will rotate through some other ones. I won't use this exclusively, but I did want to throw this in the project because it will be easy to use this. Again, not expecting to finish this. I didn't draw a line on it because it's right at the top of the label right now. So that's where we're at. We're right at the top of the label. And again, I didn't give myself like a use a quarter. We're just gonna use it and see what happens at the next update. I might keep this in, I have 2 months on here, so for 2 updates is what I'm planning on doing, but if I find by the next update I'm fed up of this, I will roll it out, but I think 2 months will be fine for me to use this. Again, I won't be using it exclusively, because I just can't do that. Trying to finish up a fragrance for me, like as a panning item, it's not happening, at least aggressively. Slowly, sure, but not aggressively. So that is my 5th update for my Pan of Green Gables project. I'm super curious if you're doing this project or if you're doing a panning themed project, how it's going. I find this really interesting. This is my first year. I did do the drop 10 last year, but it wasn't really, still just picked whatever. This year's my first year of really doing like themed projects. It's been interesting. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to continue with it next year. Kind of halfway through the year and thinking about what I'm going to do next year. I might do one project next year, maybe. But I do like the idea of using this project to like go through my collection. That's how I've been kind of using it. And it's been working for me. So anyway, I hope you like this update. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.